It's shaping up to be a good day in the markets with stock futures trading up, but there's an interesting misalignment in the markets I think we should all be watching. First off, U.S. Treasury yields are up. Gold prices are lower, and the U.S. dollar is lower. Now, starting with U.S. Treasury yields, normally the rise in U.S. Treasury yields, which, is a reflection of higher, not lower borrowing costs, should be negative for stocks. Now, of course, the move is not that significant, but it's definitely something that's worth watching. The U.S. dollar is trading lower, which you would normally think should be positive for gold and not bearish for gold. And instead, gold prices are low and lower. So what's going on? Well, I think there's no question that even though U.S. yields are up, it is clear the market thinks that the Federal Reserve is going to lower interest rates in September. So the sell-off in the dollar, the rise in currencies like the euro, the Australian dollar, the Canadian dollar is a reflection of not that things are going better in those countries, but the fact that the U.S. dollar is moving towards a new phase of weakness. And that also explains why stock futures are up, because the prospect of a Federal Reserve interest rate cut next month supersedes the small increase that we see in yields today, because lower Federal Reserve rates is going to drive stocks higher because it basically reduces borrowing costs. With that said, though, we did have weaker data in other parts of the world, like Eurozone retail sales, German factory orders. Those numbers are kind of alarming, but the euro is up more because U.S. dollar weakness and because the ECB is near the end of their easing cycle, whereas the Fed is just kicking off, or should be just kicking off, a brand new easing cycle. Bank of England has a rate decision tomorrow. They are expected to cut interest rates, but sterling is rising for the fourth day in a row, but that gain is modest compared to some of the other moves we're seeing. I'll keep you all updated. This is Lien with BKTraders. Have a great day.